Yo! I hope you all had a great February. For me it was a rather studious month since I mostly spent a lot of time learning new things. I finally started the big project of refactoring the combat. Until now I had a combat prototype that allowed me to come up with design ideas, but it's running out of steam, and whenever I want to add a feature, I'm spending more time hacking and patching what I have rather than actually implementing things. So now that I have a bit more of an idea of where I'm going, I can clean up what I did for the prototype. I chose to use a module in Unreal called Gameplay Ability System, or GAS, for this. Unfortunately, this requires a basic knowledge of C++ since this module is not fully exposed in Blueprint, and so I'm moving a bit slow as I have to train myself in programming at the same time. On the other hand, once the system is in place, it will be much more flexible and stable than my prototype version. With GAS, I will be able to easily create all kinds of action for the characters, like melee, dash, range attacks, and easily give rules between them. In a few clicks I can specify that this action blocks this other action when it's active, or that this move can cancel another one, etc, etc. The other part of combat that has seen a major change is the combo system. I now use Logic Driver Pro, which allows me to create a combo tree much more easily than before. With this plugin I can create a logic tree which works much like a behavior tree for AI or a state machine in Blueprint animation. It's particularly effective for branching gameplay, and it will certainly be useful for making dialogues or quest system as well. Besides that, I also pushed on the development of a workflow to make faces in cel shading. My goal was to find a way of working that will allow to manage the modification of the normal vertices on a face without spending too much time on it. And I think I found something quite efficient. Using Blender and Houdini, I found a way to generate automatically the normal vertices, which for cel shading have to be handled in a particular way. I don't need to spend time doing it by hand anymore, and it allows me to test design much faster than before. I also had the idea to store this normal vertex information in the vertex color to be able to create effects in the shader that would not have been possible otherwise, like for example the Fresnel effect. I think in the near future I'll make the tutorial about it. I'm quite curious to know what the community thinks about this approach, and if it makes sense for other people too, or if on the contrary I've completely missed a much simpler method to get the same result. Okay, that's it for today. If you appreciate the progress of the project, don't hesitate to like this video and even to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. All gestures, small or big, are very appreciated and encourage me to continue the adventure. In the meantime, the next month will be very light as I'm taking 2 weeks of vacations far from my computer. I'll see you in March, and I'm crossing my fingers to come back with a good tan, even if I'll bet more on a sunburn. Alright, see ya, bye.